So, I'm all set up for this live, just chilling at home. You know how it is. The usual routine, blogging and chatting with you guys. Anyway, I've been noticing some weird stuff lately. Like, in the corner of my eye, these strange shadows moving. I thought it was just tired eyes or something. But now I'm not so sure. I'm trying to keep it cool for the stream, you know? But there's this feeling like something's not right. Like someone's watching me, but when I turn, there's no one there. I'll be honest, it's freaking me out a bit. Maybe it's the late night setup or the eerie quietness around the house. I keep hearing these faint whispers. Or is it just my imagination? Alright, so story time. Last night, after shutting down the stream, I swore I heard footsteps upstairs. I live alone, so that's unnerving to say the least. And get this, when I checked the recording of the stream, there were moments where my reflection in the mirror, it didn't quite match my movements. I'm not kidding. It's like there's someone else there, mimicking me. Okay, so sorry to interrupt the flow, but did you guys hear that? It sounded like a door creaking. Hold on, let me just... Wait, that's not possible. I'm watching myself on the live feed. I'm right here talking to you. But someone's standing behind me in the room. I can see their silhouette. Guys, I'm alone in this house. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to turn around, okay? Just to show you there's nobody here. There's no one here. I swear I saw someone standing right there. I don't understand. Maybe it's just the nerves or some glitch in the camera or... Oh my God. What's happening to my reflection? It's smiling, but I'm not. That's not me. I'm not smiling. I need to get out of here. I'm going to end the stream, Cryptic Lords. I don't feel safe. I'll update you later. Stay safe, okay? Static noises filled the screen as the stream abruptly ends. Alright, Cryptic Lords, so I started up the live stream again after that, unsettling incident. I mean, what else could I do? Everything seemed normal, you know? Just another day, just hanging out with you guys. I was chatting away, showing you around the house, cracking jokes, doing the usual stuff. And that's when it happened. I was in the kitchen, grabbing a snack, and I saw it. A flicker of movement behind me in the reflection on the microwave. I turned around and there was nothing. Just an empty kitchen. But I couldn't shake that feeling of being watched. It's like someone's right there, but you turn and poof, they're gone. But hey, maybe it's just tired eyes or the late night setup, right? That's what I told myself. I laughed it off, said it's all good, and kept going. But deep down, I knew something was off. I continued the stream, took a few sips of my drink, and then I saw it again. This time in the reflection of my phone. Someone was standing in the hallway behind me just for a split second. But when I spun around, no one was there. I paused for a moment trying to shake it off. I even made a joke about seeing ghosts. But as I carried on, that feeling, it kept getting stronger. Like someone's breathing down my neck, but when I turn, they vanish into thin air. And then you guys started commenting. Who's behind you? What's that shadow? I felt a chill run down my spine. I swear I didn't see anything, but they did. They saw something in the stream that I didn't. I pretended like it was nothing, but I was freaking out inside. I'm not alone here, am I? I turned the camera around, showed them the empty room, but they kept insisting. They saw something. I ended the stream, checked the recording, and there it was. A shadowy figure in the corner just for a moment. I don't know what to do. I'm too scared to stay, but I'm too scared to leave too. What if it follows me? Cryptic Lords dive into thrilling mysteries and chilling tales on our channel. Help us reach 1,000 subscribers to unlock more eerie adventures together. Subscribe now and join our community exploring the enigmatic. Cryptic Lords, I need your help. I'm not sure if I'm losing it or if something's really here. I'll update you if I can. Stay safe out there. Okay, Cryptic Lords, so I tried to shake off the whole spooky vibe from the last stream. I mean, it's got to be something else, right? Just some weird lighting or maybe a glitch in the camera. But then, things started getting even weirder. You guys kept commenting about these shadows in the background, saying you heard strange noises. I didn't hear anything and I didn't see any shadows, so I thought it was just, I don't know, maybe a prank or something. I laughed it off, told you it's probably your imagination playing tricks, or maybe my place is just a bit creaky, you know? I tried to keep it light, keep the mood up, but deep down I was getting more and more uneasy. I mean, I was looking at the comments, seeing you all freak out, and then I heard it. A faint whisper like someone murmuring just behind me. I froze, tried to brush it off, said it's probably the wind or the mic acting up. But then it happened again, louder this time. I turned and nothing. No one there. I laughed it off, said it's just me being paranoid. But I wasn't. I knew I heard something. I kept the stream going, tried to distract myself and you guys, but then the lights flickered. I thought it was a power glitch, but the thing is, everything else was still on. The computer, the camera, everything. Just the lights. And then I saw it. In the corner of my eye, a shadow moving, but when I turned, it was gone. I tried to play it cool, make a joke about my house being haunted or whatever, but deep down, I was freaking out. I checked the footage later, and there it was. Shadows dancing around in the background, but I wasn't moving. I mean, I was, but my shadow wasn't. It was doing something else entirely. Cryptic Lords, I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm trying to stay calm, but I don't think I'm alone here. I'll update you soon if I can. Stay safe out there, okay? Okay, Cryptic Lords, so things have taken a turn. I didn't think it could get any weirder, but it did. The shadows, they're not just fleeting movements anymore. They're getting clearer and they're doing things I'm not. I tried to keep the stream going, but you guys, you kept seeing more than I did. You were telling me to leave, saying you saw someone in the room with me. I didn't see anyone, but your comments were freaking me out. I felt this icy breeze pass by and the camera started glitching. I thought it was a tech issue, but then I saw it in the feed. A figure standing right behind me, but when I turned, there was no one there. You were all spamming the chat, telling me to run, to get out. Some of you even tried to guide me through the house, saying where to go. I thought it was a prank or maybe you were seeing things, but I'm not so sure anymore. I felt this pressure on my shoulder like someone's hand resting there. I spun around, but nothing. And then I heard this guttural whisper right in my ear. I can't describe it. It wasn't human. I tried to play it off, told you it's just a joke, but I'm terrified. The shadows, they're not just shadows anymore. They're forming shapes, figures, and they're coming closer. I don't know what to do. I'm trapped here. Cryptic Lords, I need your help. I can't see what you see, but I know something's wrong. I'll try to get out of here. I'll try. Stay with me, okay? I'll update you if I can. Stay safe, please. Cryptic Lords, I'm freaking out. I checked everywhere. There's no one here but me. I thought maybe there's someone messing with me, but I'm alone. Completely alone. I started paying more attention to your comments, thinking maybe you're onto something. You were telling me to check the attic, saying there's something up there. I didn't want to, but I had to know. So I went up, camera in hand, heart pounding in my chest. The attic. It was freezing, even though the rest of the house was warm. And then I saw it, the shadows, swirling around, taking shape. You guys were right. There was something up there. I tried to keep it together, tried to show you, but the camera glitched. I couldn't capture it. It was like the shadows didn't want to be seen. I felt this presence behind me, this heavy breathing. I turned around and there was nothing. Just those shapes, those dark shapes moving in the corner. I felt this dread, this sense of danger, but I couldn't leave. I had to know. I don't know what's happening, Cryptic Lords. I don't know why this is happening to me. I'll try to figure it out. I'll try to find out what's causing this. But I'm scared. I'm really scared. Please stay with me. I'll update you soon, I promise. Please stay safe out there." I stumbled back downstairs, heart racing, trying to make sense of it all. But the shadows, they were everywhere now. They weren't just in the attic. They were in every room, swirling, dancing, taking shape. I grabbed my phone, trying to call for help, but there was no signal. I felt this sinking feeling in my chest, realizing I was truly alone, trapped in this nightmare. Then, in a moment of desperation, I turned the camera towards myself, hoping to show you what I was seeing. But when I looked at the screen, my reflection, it wasn't me. It was smiling, this twisted, sinister grin, eyes filled with malice. I couldn't move. I was paralyzed by fear, staring at this reflection that wasn't mine. And then the lights flickered, the whispers grew louder, and I heard that chilling voice right behind me saying, "You're not alone." I don't remember much after that. It's all a blur. Story 2. The Disappearing Followers. Cryptic Lords, have you ever felt like the digital world turned against you? I was like you once, eager to weave my tales and captivate the online realm. But then it happened, the inexplicable plummet of my follower count. At first I brushed it off, thinking it was the norm, the ebb and flow of the social media tide. There was this herbal remedy, Mag Nocturnal Terrors, the Night Watchman. Its allure was undeniable, promising tranquility amidst the chaos. Little did I know, tranquility came with a sinister price. As I delved deeper into its mystical properties, bizarre occurrences hijacked my nights. Shadows lurked in corners where light should have reigned supreme. Unsettling whispers caressed the silence, leaving a chill down my spine. I thought I was losing my grip on reality, Cryptic Lords. But then, the tales emerged, the stories of those who sought solace in the Night Watchman, only to be ensnared in a web of horrors. One tale spoke of a night watchman, much like the guardian of dreams, protecting the slumbering souls. But this guardian harbored a ghastly secret, one that shattered the tranquility it promised. A secret that, brief pause, tension building, turned dreams into nightmares. The whispers grew louder, urging me to share the tales, to warn others of the lurking dread concealed within the herbal concoction. And so I shared, believing it to be my duty, my digital crusade against the encroaching terror. But Cryptic Lords, brace yourselves for the bone-chilling twist that gnaws at the edges of your consciousness. The more I shared, the more my followers dwindled, disappearing into the void without a trace. And now, as I stand here, engulfed in the shadowy veil of the Night Watchman's curse, I implore you, heed this warning. The Night Watchman may lull you with promises of serenity, but behind its facade lies a realm of horrors waiting to consume your very essence. Beware, for not all darkness can be banished with the light. As I unraveled the mystery behind my dwindling followers, I stumbled upon a haunting revelation. It wasn't just a fluctuation or a random occurrence. There was a pattern, a sinister thread binding those who had deserted my digital realm. Each and every one of them had vanished without a trace from the vast landscape of social media. No profiles, no posts, no digital footprint remained. It was as if they had never existed in the virtual realm. At first it seemed improbable, almost ludicrous. How could a group of diverse individuals from different corners of the internet vanish altogether? But the more I dug, the clearer the pattern became. The ones who unfollowed me weren't just disconnecting. They were evaporating from the online world, leaving behind a chilling void. I felt a shiver run down my spine as I pieced together this eerie puzzle. These were real people, Cryptic Lords, with lives, stories, and connections in the digital realm. Yet, they were swallowed by an inexplicable darkness, erased from existence like a whisper lost in the wind. Desperation mingled with fear as I struggled to comprehend the implications. What force could erase someone's entire online presence? What malevolent entity lurked behind the facade of the night watchman, claiming those who dared to disconnect? But as I delved deeper into the abyss, the chilling truth began to surface, a truth that would send a chill down the bravest of spines. The night watchman wasn't merely a remedy. It was a gateway, a portal to a realm where followers weren't just numbers but souls, lured and devoured by an entity thirsting for something far darker than mere attention. It craved existence, and those who sought solace in its embrace found themselves consumed, stripped not only from the digital world, but from the very fabric of reality itself. As I dove deeper into the enigma, a peculiar pattern emerged from the digital abyss. The vanished followers, seemingly disparate in every way, shared an eerie connection, a peculiar thread that bound them together in the realm of the viral. It was a single post, innocuous at first glance, nestled amidst the endless scroll of the internet. A post that bore an inexplicable allure, drawing them in like moths to a flame. But this was no ordinary post. It held a sinister magnetism, a whispered invitation to unravel its mysteries. Curiosity led me to the heart of this tangled web, tracing the steps of those who had vanished. Their journey converged upon a mysterious account, an entity shrouded in enigma and draped in shadows. It was as if this account wielded an otherworldly influence, captivating the unsuspecting souls that dared to delve too deep. I felt a chill creeping up my spine as I scrutinized the contents, the cryptic messages, the haunting visuals that seemed to seep into the consciousness like a haunting melody. Each follower, unknowingly linked by their curiosity, had become entangled in the threads spun by this obscure account, a digital puppet master orchestrating a sinister symphony. But as I unraveled the mysteries hidden within this digital labyrinth, a revelation, chilling to the core, emerged from the shadows. The account wasn't just a passive observer. It was a conduit, a gateway to the sinister force lurking behind the night watchman. A force that fed on curiosity, on the very essence of those ensnared by its tantalizing whispers. The truth was stark and bone-chilling, cryptic lords. Those who ventured too close, intrigued by the siren song of this viral post and its mysterious curator, became pawns in a malevolent game. A game where their curiosity sealed their fate, leading them into the clutches of a darkness hungry for souls, their existence consumed by the insatiable hunger of the digital abyss. As I delved deeper into the abyss, a haunting revelation emerged from the digital shadows. The disappearances weren't just random occurrences. They were entwined with an obscure online trend, a dark challenge that had stealthily slithered into the feeds of my followers. The threads connecting the vanished souls converged upon a chilling pattern, a trend that masqueraded as harmless fun, a challenge enticingly wrapped in the guise of internet amusement. But behind its facade lay a sinister truth, lurking in the shadows, waiting to ensnare the unwitting participants. It was as if this trend held a malevolent power, an unseen force weaving its tendrils through the digital fabric. Those who dared to partake in this dark game, innocently following its lead, found themselves unwittingly offering their souls to the insatiable appetite of an entity hidden within the folds of the night watchman. My heart raced as I connected the dots, realizing the grim correlation between the trend and the vanishing followers. Each participant, innocently lured by the allure of this online sensation, became a cog in a nightmarish machinery, feeding the hunger of a force far beyond their comprehension. The truth loomed before me, cryptic lords, stark and bone-chilling. The challenge wasn't just a passing trend. It was a portal, a gateway through which the darkness whispered its seductive promises, coaxing the unsuspecting into a digital oblivion. And those who succumbed to its call found themselves lost in the inescapable labyrinth of the night watchman, their very essence devoured by the unseen malevolence lurking in the digital shadows. With the grim truth weighing heavy on my shoulders, I felt a surge of responsibility, the urgent need to protect those who remained, to shield them from the malevolent grasp of the lurking darkness. But it was an uphill battle, cryptic lords, trying to convince my remaining followers of the impending peril. Cryptic lords, if this spine-chilling tale has left you craving more hair-raising adventures and eerie escapades, make sure to subscribe for more chilling stories that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. Subscribe now and be prepared for more bone-chilling tales that'll haunt your dreams. Desperation fueled my efforts as I raced against time, attempting to sound the alarm, to dissuade them from partaking in the ominous trend. Yet, disbelief and skepticism greeted my warnings, shrouding their minds in a veil of incredulity. How could an innocuous online activity harbor such a sinister threat? It was like trying to convince them of the unseen danger lurking just beyond their screens. I pleaded with them, fervently urging caution, painting a grim picture of the fate that awaited those who dared to tread the path paved by the trend. But alas, my words fell on deaf ears, lost in the cacophony of internet noise and disbelief. The allure of the challenge was too potent, its web too intricately woven into the fabric of online intrigue. Despite my frantic efforts, the trend gained momentum, drawing more into its chilling embrace. I felt a sense of dread gnawing at my insides, knowing that with each new participant, another soul teetered on the brink of oblivion, ensnared by the unseen malevolence lurking within the night watchman. As the minutes slipped away, my warnings faded into the digital void, overshadowed by the allure of the trend. And then, in a chilling twist that sent shivers down my spine, I realized the horrifying truth. I had unwittingly become the unwitting harbinger, my warning serving as a catalyst, drawing more into the clutches of the lurking darkness. And so, cryptic lords, here we stand at the edge of the digital abyss, the echo of chilling warnings lingering in the ethereal realm. The Night Watchman, with its allure of tranquility and its hidden malevolence, continues to cast its shadow upon the digital horizon. As the digital dusk descends, heed this cautionary tale, a tale of the unseen forces lurking behind the veil of the online world. Beware the whispers that beckon from the shadows, for not all trends hold innocent intentions. May this story serve as a haunting reminder. Story 3: The Vanishing Messages. So, you know that feeling when you're cruising on social media, riding high on that follower count, feeling like you're on top of the world? Well, imagine this. You wake up one morning, grab your phone with a grin, ready to check your latest follower milestone, only to find it's gone. Not just a few followers, but a big chunk, like they vanished into thin air. I was feeling that exact same shockwave. My follower count took a nosedive overnight, and it wasn't just a glitch. These weren't just unfollows. These people disappeared from the whole platform. Poof! No trace, no digital footprint left behind. It was like they never existed. Now, here's the part that sent chills down my spine. I started digging deeper, reaching out to some of my longtime followers. But it was as if they never knew me. They didn't remember following me, didn't recall any interactions or posts. It was like I was erased from their online memory. I tried contacting the platform support, but they kept repeating the same scripted lines about fluctuating follower counts and algorithm changes. Useless. It was like I was trapped in some glitchy nightmare and no one else could see it. Here's where it gets even creepier. As I scrolled through my feed, I found something odd. A few posts from my vanished followers started appearing, but with one disturbing twist. They were posting cryptic messages about fading away, about being lost in some digital void. And then, just like that, those posts would vanish too. I wish I could chalk this up to some tech glitch, but it felt too eerie, too calculated. It's like something, or someone, was picking off my followers, wiping them from the digital world, leaving behind these unsettling breadcrumbs. And then, Last night, as I was about to call it quits and log off for good, I saw it. A new follower notification. The profile picture was dark, shadowed. Curiosity got the better of me and I clicked on it. It was a selfie. A selfie of me in my room taken from behind, staring at my screen with a chilling message. Join us in the void. We're waiting. I slammed my laptop shut, heart pounding, but when I mustered the courage to open it again, that follower was gone. But something tells me they're still out there, lurking in the digital shadows, waiting for me to join them. So cryptic lords, take heed. Watch your followers, and if they start disappearing, don't dig too deep. There might be something sinister lurking in the digital realm, waiting to claim you too. Hey, cryptic lords. After that bone-chilling encounter, I couldn't shake off the feeling that there had to be some connection between my vanished followers. So I rolled up my sleeves and delved deep into the digital abyss, trying to uncover any common threads among them. It took hours of scrolling, digging through profiles, looking for any hints, and then it hit me like a bolt from the blue. These vanished followers, they were all part of this weird online trend, something about decoding hidden messages and images. It sounded innocent enough, just a bunch of folks playing internet detectives, deciphering cryptic symbols hidden in pictures. But as I dug deeper, I stumbled upon a specific set of images they were all discussing, a series of seemingly innocent pictures that, when rearranged in a certain sequence, formed a disturbing collage. A collage that hinted at something sinister, something beyond the digital realm. Each of my vanished followers had been actively engaged in decoding these images, piecing together this macabre puzzle. And just when they were close to unveiling its true meaning, poof, gone without a trace. I couldn't ignore the dread crawling up my spine as I stared at those images, feeling like I was tiptoeing on the edge of something deeply unsettling. It was like staring into a void that stared right back, waiting for me to take the next step. As I contemplated what to do next, a notification popped up on my screen, a message from an unknown sender. It was a single image, familiar yet eerily rearranged. I froze as the pieces clicked in my mind, realizing it was a part of that cryptic collage, a piece I hadn't seen before. And then, just as quickly as it appeared, my screen went blank. No trace of the message, no image, just a chilling silence. Cryptic lords, something dark is brewing in these hidden online spaces. There's a puzzle unraveling, a puzzle that might hold secrets we're not meant to uncover. I can feel it in the digital air, the chilling presence lurking behind these images, waiting to claim those who venture too far into the abyss. Stay safe out there, cryptic lords. Sometimes the things we seek to decode are better left shrouded in mystery. Cryptic lords, as I pieced together the puzzle of vanished followers and those eerie images, a chilling realization began to settle in. There was a twisted connection between the disappearances and that online trend, a connection that led me down a dark and ominous path. It wasn't just about decoding images for fun. It was like we were treading on something ancient, something cursed. Each decoded picture, each attempt to unravel the mystery, seemed to draw this malevolent force closer, like a moth to a flame. The more followers engaged with these cryptic images, the more they delved into decoding, the closer they got to unveiling this cursed secret, the faster they vanished. It was as if someone, or something, was protecting this secret, ensuring that no one dared to uncover it completely. I felt a knot tighten in my stomach as I realized the gravity of it all. It wasn't just a trend, it was a curse spreading through our followers, a digital curse seeping through screens and into our lives. And now, with each step I took in deciphering this mystery, I could feel its ominous presence looming closer. The last message, that final piece of the puzzle, was a warning in itself. The curse was aware of me, aware that I was getting too close. It was like a whisper in the digital wind, a chilling reminder that I was playing with forces beyond my understanding. Cryptic lords, I can't shake off this feeling that the more I delve into this curse, the closer I get to becoming its next victim. There's something haunting about the way it's drawing me in, like a moth to a flame, tempting fate. But what scares me the most? The curse might not just stop at my online presence. It might be finding its way into the physical world, creeping into our reality. And that thought, that bone-chilling realization, keeps me awake at night, wondering if we've unlocked something far beyond our control. Be wary, cryptic lords. There are secrets lurking in the digital shadows, and some mysteries are better left unsolved. The curse might be closer than we think, waiting for the next curious soul to fall into its trap. Cryptic lords, I tried warning the remaining followers, shouting into the digital void, hoping someone would listen, but it was like screaming into an empty room. Most brushed it off as some elaborate hoax or a desperate attempt for attention. They didn't believe in the curse, in the danger lurking behind those cryptic images. But I couldn't just sit back and watch more people fall victim to this malevolent force. I tried everything I could think of: warning posts, encrypted messages, even reaching out directly to those still following me. I begged them to stay away from those images, to stop trying to decode the cursed puzzle. Yet despite my efforts, the curse seemed to mock my attempts. It was like a knot tightening, spreading its web wider, drawing more unsuspecting souls into its grasp. And with each failed attempt to break it, the curse only grew stronger, more malevolent. Desperation pushed me to try everything: rituals, deleting posts, even attempting to disconnect entirely from the digital world. But the curse held on, refusing to let go of its grip on my followers, on me. I felt like I was trapped in a nightmare, a loop of trying and failing, each attempt bringing me closer to that bone-chilling realization that maybe, just maybe, there was no escape. Cryptic lords, the curse seems to feed on our desperation, on our attempts to break it. It's like it thrives on our fear, getting stronger with each passing moment. And now, I'm starting to wonder if that was its plan all along, to draw us in, to make us believe we could defy it, only to trap us further in its sinister game. Be cautious, cryptic lords. Sometimes, the harder we try to break a curse, the tighter its hold becomes. And what if, just what if, that was the curse's twisted design all along, to make us believe we could fight it, only to entrap us further into its dark embrace?